What is up, guys? Welcome back to my NCAA Rutgers Dynasty. We are in week number 3 against the 0-2 Eastern Michigan Eagles. They did not have the greatest start to the season, and neither did we with our loss last week. However, looking at the stats, even though it's only one game, we are beating them in pretty much every form of offense and defense, except for rush offense and defense. So we're going to look to try to establish the run game in this game. So to start off, we're going to start off with the ball, and Paul James is going to bring this one to about the 25-yard line. Now Paul James with his first snap of the game gets 4. On the second down, Chris Leviano passes to our favorite tight end, and now it's first down and 10. Leviano's going to throw, but the ball is tipped to the line, and luckily no one could get there in time to come down with the ball. And second down and 10, Paul James only gets 1 yard. And then on third down, we passed Ncaa. He cannot get it. I can't control whether we gone for it. I would have gone for it, but we actually choose a fake punt. That's what the computer chose, not me in any way. And luckily, our punter, Ronnie James, one completion for 9 yards. Probably his first ever pass and probably his last ever pass. But that saves this drive and keeps it alive as Paul James rushes for another one. Third down and 4, we have to convert here. Paul James does a spin move, but the ball comes out. And Houston on the Eagles comes up with the fumble to give Eastern Michigan their first chance at the ball. As you can see, he was just hit on the side where he was holding the ball. Couldn't do anything. At quarterback, they have Reginald Bell. And on second down and 11, we're going to bring him down for a sack. They get third down and 17. They're just going to try to run to try to give their punter a little bit more room. Darius Jackson with the 5-yard rush, and they're going to punt it. So after the fumble, we're actually going to start off pretty close on their 40-yard line. Paul James going to do another spin move, break a tackle, and get a 13-yard rush. Now Leviano's going to drop back, pass on the outside. Andre Patton to get another gain of 8 yards to make it second down and 2. With the play action, we're just going to dump this one off to the side. Luckily, the corner could not come down with that. It looked like he had that interception completely, but luckily it did not. Now on the read option, Leviano is just going to get the first down, not going to risk the big hit. Now first down, Sam Bergen, the fullback, with a 10-yard gain to bring it to first down and goal. We're going to throw it up in the end zone. Paul James comes down with the catch. They just could not cover Paul James. There wasn't their first option to cover, and they left him wide open going right in. And that'll make the score 7-0 as East Michigan, is going to get their second chance at the ball. And their return is going to take it back out to the 35, actually, Dustin Creel. So Reginald Bell, their quarterback, is a redshirt sophomore this year. And on third down and 6, he's going to pass on the outside, just a quick dump off. And just looked like he would have got the first down, but the ball comes loose. And picking it up is, I don't even remember who that was. I probably should know, but we're going to get the ball back in the red zone and try to score again. And Paul James on the outside, he's going to get another yard. Third down and 5. We're going to throw it up, and Williams comes down with the interception. That's like not 3 straight drives, but that's 3 drives with turnovers for both teams. A very sloppy way to start off this first quarter, as East Michigan is going to get the ball back again. Second down and 10. Reginald Bell is going to drop back, throw on the outside, breaks the tackle. That would have been a loss of 1, and Dustin Creel gets 24 yards. Now with third down and inches, Bell is going to take the read option, and our defensive line is all over that. DeLon Stephenson with the sack forces Eastern Michigan. I keep on saying Eastern Michigan. Forces East Michigan to punt. As we're going to have 50 seconds left in this first quarter, Leviano is going to hand off the ball to James. One thing I definitely need to do is get the other running backs more involved. There's no way to sub them out mid-game, or you can do it in the settings, but there's no way to sub them out via the play calls like you can in Madden, as we're sacked for 7 yards and have to punt the ball off. But I thought I increased the fatigue trying to get the other running backs to come in, but Paul James has been on every single snap, so I don't know if he just has really high stamina, which won't ever come out. See, our defense is doing pretty well, only 39 yards allowed and a sack. They're going to try a screen on second down and 10, picking up the first down. Darius Jackson with that screen. A few plays later on third down and 6, Bell's going to drop back. He's going to throw the ball outside, No one had that one, and they're going to punt it again, but they're actually not going to punt it. They're going to try to fake punt like we did, and no one was available there. So Rutgers is going to get the ball back again, right about midfield. This time we're going to pass to Ncaa for another gain of 13 yards. Now we're on the 14-yard line. Nick, the tight end, as I'm going to refer to him pretty much for all season, because that name, I know how to pronounce it, or at least I think I know how to pronounce it, but it's such a tongue twister, it's never going to come out right. So 3rd down and 2. Coming up here, we're going to hand off to Bergen. He's going to fight his way for the 1st down. Now Leviano's going to drop back, throw on the outside, but whoever that was not looking. Did not want to catch that pass. Next play, Leviano just throws a wild pass in the end zone, make it 3rd down and 10. We're going to try to screen. James is going to do a few good juke moves. It's going to be 4th down and 4, so we're just going to elect for the field goal to bring the score to 10-0, as we're hoping EMU can continue what they're doing and just not capitalizing on offense as they've been doing for the past few drives. On 2nd down and 10, Reginald Bell is going to drop back. He's going to try to run for himself, but that does not end up well as we sacked him. And later on that same drive, 3rd down and 13, just a quick dump off, not the best decision for them, as they cannot pick up the 1st down again. So another drive. I don't even think they've crossed the 50 yet. And we're going to start off with the ball pretty much at the 50. Leviano's going to run outside the pocket. No one's really open. Just a miscommunication on the routes there as that ball is thrown away. Next up, Matt Flanagan, our backup tight end. I've definitely been experimenting with multiple tight end sets. It's my favorite go-to formation in this game. So we're going to see a lot of Matt Flanagan. Of course, Nick's going to catch that ball. Bring it to 1st down and 10 on the triple option. Leviano does not slide. I wish he would have slided, but does not take a big hit anyway. So 1st down and 10. Paul James is just going to make it look easy, run through the defensive line, and score the touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of the day. 1 passing and 1 rushing. Now, I keep on saying Eastern. I don't know why I keep on saying Eastern, but East Michigan will get another chance with 3 minutes left in this half to try to score. See, our defense has been doing pretty well. Only a gain of about 2 yards for every play that East Michigan runs. Reginald Bell is going to try to look to increase that. He's going to try to take off. Met quickly, sacked for only 1 yard though. 2nd down and 11. Bell has plenty of time. He's going to find his man, Lamar Harris, for 20 yards. Probably the first time they've been across the 50. A weirdly designed play. I don't know what the running back was doing. Reginald Bell uses his feet to pick up the 1st down. Now a pitch on the outside. And Juwan Lewis just cannot escape his own man to try to pick up some positive yards. On 3rd down and 13, Reginald Bell just chucks it up into the end zone, batted down. They're going to elect for the field goal to get their first points of the day on the board. And Rutgers is up 17-3. As I think this is Paul James, maybe. Yep. Getting the return. Very balanced play calling. 18 passes and 18 rushing for pretty good yards on both sides. We only have about a minute here left to try to score again. Paul James is going to bring it to a 3rd down and 1. Leviano is going to do the play action. No one's really open. Leviano is just going to take off for himself and dives for the 1st down to keep this drive alive. But I wasn't really smart. I didn't even notice that it was the end of the quarter, and I didn't even use any timeouts. So just like that, we pretty much run out of time. 9 seconds left. We're just going to run it and see what can happen. And nothing does. So that is the end of the half. East Michigan is going to get the ball back now. Start off the 2nd half. Almost could have broke free there, but Jalen Williams only gets a few yards in that return. 3rd down and 5. I think this was their first 3rd down. Reginald Bell scrambles for the 1st down. And now later when they're at midfield, 3rd down and 1, the run by Juwan Lewis picks up another 1st down. So another 3rd down a few plays later. Reginald Bell chucks it up. Inaccurate pass, so they're just going to punt it yet again. And this ball goes right out of the end zone. So to begin off our drive, Paul James runs for 7, and another run by Paul James. Even though we've had a pretty bad rushing offense last week and let up a lot of rushing yards, Paul James has definitely stepped up from last week and is just running over their defense. getting lots of yards per carry. And Le'Veon has been connecting on lots of his passes, so this is definitely a better offense than what we saw last week against Arkansas. It's Carlton Aguda. It's just another one of those names where I know how to say it, and no matter how many times I say it, it's just a tongue twister and will never come out right. Paul James is going to run it up. 2nd down and goal. No one gets open quick enough. Le'Veon goes down with the sack to make it 3rd down and goal, but only a few yards still left to go. We're just going to pass this one to Paul James, and that's 3 straight touchdowns for Paul James. He is just leading this offense. 2 passing touchdowns for him and 1 rushing touchdown. As he has 20, or should I say 18 of our points, I guess. And the score is 24-3 as Jalen Williams fights and gets his team a pretty good spot to start on the field. On 3rd down, they're going to pass to whoever that was. I didn't get to see the name in time. 3rd down and 11, a few plays later. Reginald Bell's going to dump it off. I don't know why he keeps dumping it off. And they're going to elect for the field goal, and they get it. So they're still down by 2 scores. Definitely still in this game, at least. Or maybe not 2 scores. Yeah. 2 scores. And Rutgers is going to capitalize on those 2 scores and hopefully get more. So a 2nd down and inches, Le'Veon is going to drop back, shed off the sack, and whenever you shed off the sack, I don't know, I could just never get away in time or throw the ball. Doesn't matter, because next play, the big man comes up with the huge play, 40 yards I think that was, but the next play we get sacked, so huge play and then a huge play for them. So 2nd down and 19, we're trying to try the screen to try to make up for it. Paul James gets another block. And not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 touchdowns as he shows the Illuminati symbol to everyone. And that was Hayden Reddick who was in. Le'Veon got shaken up on one of the passes right before that, but he's going to be fine. He only had the wind knocked out of him, so he comes back on our next drive. And as you see, we are just dominating with plays and averages and time of possession and all that. 3rd down. They did pick up that 3rd down. Reginald Bell on 2nd down is going to try to scramble, but ends up counting as a sack. 3rd down and 12. Reginald Bell is going to dump this one off. A linebacker touches the ball, but is not able to come down with it for the interception. So luckily, East Michigan just has to punt it. At this point, Paul James had 4 touchdowns, so I just subbed in Josh Hicks. Paul James is looking to be our offensive, the key to our offense. So I definitely don't want him getting injured this early in the season. I definitely won't need him healthy for next week. So I don't want to overuse him. 4 touchdowns and I think 100 yards. He had just 3 receptions as this weird tackle goes on for Josh Hicks. He had 4 catches for like 50 yards. So he had a pretty good day, and I'm just not going to overstress him. I definitely need him to be healthy throughout the season. So Le'Veon is now going to pass on the outside to Nick, the tight end. It's a weird name. I'm going to have to come up with a name for him. On the next play, Josh Hicks runs in for another touchdown. So if we would have had Paul James in, he probably would have got that touchdown as well. And, you know, it would have looked good on Sports Center or whatever, but I realistically, I know that Rutgers is going to struggle this season, or maybe not struggle, but struggle to get in the top 25 or anything like that. So I definitely need all the pieces I can get, especially with our situation at wide receiver and corner this season. On 3rd down and 6, Reginald Bell just goes 3 and out. East Michigan has to punt again. They probably should have went for it because they are down by a lot, but Paul James is still on return duty, I guess. I didn't sub him out there. It didn't really matter. And Rahan Peel. Now I subbed in the entire second string offense just to see what they can do. We're up by a lot. We're up by at least 4 scores, I think. So I'm going to give all the backups the chance. Hayden Reddick going to try to show us why he deserves to start, maybe. As he passes a nice pass to John Tasimus. That's going to bring us over 350 passing yards. So I do believe that Chris Le'Veon ends this game with 300 passing yards, which is pretty good. And Josh Hicks, the second touchdown for the day for him, and he's the backup running back. So if we would have kept in Paul James, that could have been 6 touchdowns, and I don't even know how I would have reacted if that happened. But our running backs and our offensive line is definitely keen on running the ball. We'll have to keep that in mind for next week. Actually, I think next week's a bye, but then week after, you know what I'm saying. And with 2 minutes remaining, East Michigan's just going to try to get some glory points here. Try not to make the game as bad as it is. Maybe try to mount the greatest comeback in history, but it's not really looking like that. As Shock Vaughn catches that pass to bring him into first down and goal. Reginald Bell sacked again. That's like his 7th or 8th sack. He just cannot get away from our defensive line. 3rd down and goal. They're going to try to score some points here. Another quick dump off. So our corners are playing pretty good, I guess. 4th down and goal. They have to go for it. You know, there's no point in making it 9 points, but another sack. So our defense stepped up in this game. And that's the end of the game. I hope you guys enjoyed. And click that little card up in the top right to go to the next video or the playlist if this video just came out. You can stick around for the stats if you want, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye.